Good evening and welcome to St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Overland Park. Tonight's Hy-Vee High School game of the week, EKL football in week 7, as you've got Blue Valley Northwest on the road taking on undefeated St. Thomas Aquinas. Hi everybody, Kevin Wyke along with Johnny Beck and Bethany Bowman. This is the Hy-Vee High School game of the week, and this is an EKL game. Physical, tough games in this league. A lot of injuries tonight for Blue Valley Northwest. They look to bounce back after a couple of losses. St. Thomas Aquinas, historic win last week at Rockhurst.
Yeah, both teams coming off physical games last week. Aquinas, physical win against Rockhurst by a point last week. Blue Valley Northwest just came up short, but a really tough game against Blue Valley.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile. Trevor Garlington for the Huskies. He's their top wide receiver as the Huskies going to throw it tonight.
And this guy can stretch the field. He's one of their fastest players, 23 receptions on the year, 410 yards, 3 touchdowns. Look for them to use the vertical passing game tonight with Trevor.
And then Cal Arndt going to be the machine of this flex bone offense for St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yeah, and we saw him last week. Just kept getting stronger as the game went on. I mean, the kid just kind of has a motor on him. Last week, 112 yards, 1 touchdown on the ground. Added another one in the receiving game, over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
St. Thomas Aquinas playing host to Blue Valley Northwest EKL football on your Friday night. It's the Hy-Vee High School game of the week, and we're back with the opening kickoff right after this. Blue Valley Northwest won the opening coin toss and deferred their option to the second half. So it'll be Saints on offense first, and you see the young man with his arm in a sling there. That is Nate Baxter, the starting quarterback for Blue Valley Northwest. He is not playing tonight. Ford Bevins will start, and there's the starting quarterback on the other side for St. Thomas Aquinas. And that is LZ Slaughter, the left-hander at 6'4", 203. Can run it. Well, we'll see Cal Arndt running the football the most, along with Callahan. I've been told earlier that young junior Bryson Taylor going to get some touches. As we check in with our sideline reporter, here's Bethany Bowman.
Thanks, guys. You mentioned Nathan Baxter not playing tonight for Blue Valley Northwest. That's just the beginning of a long list of injuries for the Huskies. I talked with head coach Clint Ryder before the game, and he said he's never seen anything like it in his 14 years of coaching. They are depleted. That's an understatement, I think. Andrew Babalola, top 5 recruit in the state and a very big nationally recruit. He rolled his ankle last week. He probably will be limited today. You mentioned Nathan Baxter. They had a guy last week, Logan Nelson, that had a tibia fibula break, a major surgery needed right away after that one. The Wolverton brothers, both of them with some injuries, hoping that they can get some of these guys back before the end of the regular season or the playoffs. I think for Nathan Baxter, he said second week of playoffs he would be able to be back, but certainly tonight they are very, very down and hit with that injury bug. And Coach Ryder said that he'll just, try and do his best, and the team will have to have guys step up to try and be in this ball game tonight. Guys?
Trace Rudd to kick off for Blue Valley Northwest. Deep back will be Will Callahan for the Saints. Historic win last week, overtime against Rockhurst, their first ever beating of the Hawklets in high school football. They are 6-0, 4-2 the record for Blue Valley Northwest, losers of 2 straight, and this cavalcade of injuries on this team as this kick will go through the back of the end zone, and we'll see St. Thomas Aquinas on offense. Quarterback, once again, in this flex bone is LZ Slaughter. Threw a touchdown pass last week. Can run it as well. Good athlete and a big guy, 6'4", 203.
Yeah, he's physical. He's going to run in between the tackles quite a bit tonight. Always look for him to pick up those extra yards after contact.
Kalen Arndt will get most of the touches. He is the fullback in this flex bone offense. They have a couple of wings. They'll send one in motion. There's Slaughter. Gonna run it, and not much doing on the first play. Was that a broken play there?
Yeah, it looked like there was a center quarterback exchange issue there. Slaughter does the next right thing, which is try and get upfield. As you see here, the snap. They're just not able to get the handoff, but able to pick up some positive yards there.
Wyatt Zier involved in the stop. Their leading sack man. It's a 4-2-5 defense for the Huskies. Colin Ahern in his 5th year as the defensive coordinator for the Huskies. As they will run it with Cal Arndt. Arndt been the big star for this team as he went over 1,000 yards last week. He has 1,005 on the year and 13 touchdowns. Had a receiving and rushing touchdown last week in the win at Rockers, but he averages 168 yards rushing per game. Now facing 3rd down and 4. First drive of the game for the Saints. And this is just power football with their quarterback. And he'll run for a first down just shy of the 35. Slaughter, they mentioned this guy is being recruited as a linebacker. He is a tough tackle.
Yeah, you see LZ Slaughter right there just putting his head down. Knows he's got to pick up that 4 yards. Ends up getting 6 or 7 there. Kev, you talked about it. He's just a tough guy to bring down, especially with how quickly he hits that line of scrimmage.
Randy Dreiling, head coach in his 11th year, the Hall of Famer. 9 state titles won. As they'll keep it on the inside with Arndt. Not much doing. There's the Hall of Famer. Just told me he's going to be grandpappy number 8 this weekend. His son Grant and his wife are going to have a baby boy. So congratulations to he and the family. His wife Steph. 8 grandkids now for Coach Dreiling. He's 63 years old. Now, if you've never watched the offense for St. Thomas Aquinas, this is what they like to do. Quarterback runs, fullback runs, and out to the 50-yard line. And another first down run by LZ Slaughter, the quarterback.
Well, Kevin, you just saw how hard this offense is to stop. And right here, everybody on the field that thought Cal Arndt had the ball, and LZ Slaughter ends up just tucking it, getting upfield. But it's so tough. It's such a good job of hiding that ball in the backfield that you have to stay true every single play to your assignment.
13 yards and a first down. Midfield now for the Saints on their first drive. And the quarterback still has it. And he is surrounded by white jerseys. Not much doing, maybe a yard on the play. The defense comes up big for the Huskies.
Again, you just have to make sure that you don't overrun your assignment. Stay in your lane. Got to be gap assignment sound. Right there, they did a good job of making a stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long now for St. Thomas Aquinas.
Like Ryder Jandrick leading the charge, but he had teammates there helping him, and there's Arndt with a seam and a first down run inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. Another 13-yard chunk for the Saints.
And just take a look at how fast Cal Arndt hits that line of scrimmage, and he's already at the 2nd level there, just carrying tacklers. Talk about his yards after contact.
Mosier, the saving stop in the secondary, the safety man for the Huskies. Say is their most improved player on defense. 1st and 10, 36-yard line. Slaughter makes a man miss and navigates his way inside the 30-yard line. And we mentioned how big a body this guy is, but he is also slippery and really hard to tackle as far as got some nifty moves.
Yeah, he's got that length, so he kind of just side to side. He's got that glide, doesn't really need to put his foot in the ground. And like you said, Kev, he's tough to take down. Just see him break a couple tackles there for a big gain on first down. Gain of 7.
It'll be 2nd down and short from the 29-yard line. Slaughter. Some maneuvers, faking handoffs. Will run it, then has the ball yanked away, but the whistle had already blown, so the linebacker Blake Berry thought he had the rip here, but instead it's blown dead.
And you see he had a pitch man out there, but Northwest defense did a good job of forcing LZ Slaughter to just get upfield and get what he can, but enough to pick up that first down.
What about the ball security by the quarterback there, Johnny?
Yeah, you got to make sure you keep it tucked. You know you're a tall target, so a lot of these guys are just going to try and get down there and rip that ball out. So you got to make sure that you're getting both hands on that ball.
Well, he's able to get the first down. A new set of downs, and here goes the quarterback again. LZ Slaughter. He was a wingback last year, and was a very good rusher of the football, 625 yards last year. So when he takes off, it's not a quarterback. I mean, he's like a running back there. And he's got it to another first down. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll spot it at the 11, so they can get a first down right at the 1-yard line. What an opening drive for the Saints. As this is Arndt. Can't stretch it to the outside. JoJo Arnold there to shut him down. The defensive backs for the Huskies.
Yeah, and we talk about that secondary for Blue Valley Northwest. You know, this is a game that's a lot different than the other games you play all year. You're going to have to make sure you're getting in there, getting a nose on the football in the run game. And you know, Aquinas is going to stretch the field. They're going to make sure all 11 guys on defense are having to do their job.
2nd down and 7, 3-yard run by Arndt. Slaughter has been the star of this drive, and now he's going to go with a power move. And push his way near the 2-yard line.
See the patience here by Slaughter as he kind of lets his blockers get out in front there and kind of weaves his way through that line. Pick up about 4 yards on that.
Tegan Osborne, a sophomore, getting action. Now, you're going to see a lot of sophomores with all the injuries to Northwest. Now 3rd down and 1. Arndt into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. 80-yard opening drive, methodical and effective. 6-0 St. Thomas Aquinas here in the first quarter. Michael Dorfler in for the point after touchdown. And it is up and good. So 7-0 Saints. Just drove it 80 yards for a Arndt touchdown run of 2 yards.
Yeah, a lot of LZ Slaughter on that. Cal Arndt gets finishing off that drive into the end zone, but you know, this is what St. Thomas Aquinas offense is what they're going to do to you. They're going to pick up a lot of first downs, keep your defense out on the field for a lot of plays. Start off this game, opening drive, 7 points on the board. You take a look, 13 plays, 80 yards, 6:53 off the clock. Got to make sure if you're Blue Valley Northwest, okay, you got to stay patient on offense. Got to make sure you're giving your defense a little bit of a breather. These guys aren't on the field the whole first half.
14 rushing touchdowns on the year now for the star Arndt. Fans enjoying things on this Friday night. Temperatures just perfect in the lower 70s. As you take a look at Trevor Garlington deep back to retrieve the kick for Blue Valley Northwest, their top wide receiver and top return man. Dorfler to kick for the Saints. This will be returned from the 9-yard line by Garlington. He has that great speed and he's able to get to the edge, and a nice return by Trevor Garlington. And the offense checking out on the field. A spread offense for the Huskies, but their starting quarterback is out with injury, Nate Baxter, so they'll go with the senior Blue Valley transfer Ford Bevins as their quarterback. 6'4", 200 pounds, big guy, throw well. He's got a strong arm, can run it as well. There he is. L.J. Bowens will be their lead back, number 26. And then they've got a great wide receiving core with Garlington, Chandler, and the freshman Marshall. This team likes to throw the ball out of their spread, but they have a very good running back. As they'll quick pass it to the outside, and there's Garlington, the catch and run across the 45-yard line. So quick pass to the edge, and Garlington shows off his speed, one of the fastest guys on the team.
And you talk about Ford Bevins getting the start. What better way to get your quarterback set up than just a quick pass, build his confidence, and get the ball to your playmaker's hands.
14 yards out to the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. And the running back is going to be blown up on the play. As that was Joseph Walker, who had 9 tackles against Rockers, one of the big stars on the defensive side in that 14-13 win, makes a big play early on.
Yeah, had a heck of a game last week. I don't know how many TFLs he had, but starting off the game, first TFL of the night right there for him. Definitely a big part of this Aquinas defense.
2nd down and 12, and now the ball bounced back to the quarterback, and Bevins will take off and run it across the 50 to the 48-yard line. So takes the lemons and makes lemonade. It didn't look pretty there, and ball took a nice bounce for number 2.
Yeah, it could have ended up poorly. Ball bounces right back into Bevins' hands and just picks it up. He's a big body kid picking up good yards there on a broken play.
Had 2 touchdowns against Blue Valley North, 2 touchdowns in the Blue Valley game they lost last week. So he's seen some time. Baxter out with a shoulder injury. The bad news for Nate is it's his throwing shoulder. As here is their tailback, L.J. Bowens.
L.J. Bowens around right in.
And he's a darter. This guy's got some juice for head coach Clint Ryder.
By 48, Joseph Walker.
One of the younger coaches, only 37 years old in his 8th year.
45.
Of course, everybody remembers 2021 as they won a 6A state title that year, going 12-1. Johnny, guess who they lost to? The lone team they lost to that year.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
Wow, you read the notes.
They're a tough team to beat.
Yeah, that's right. It was St. Thomas Aquinas, the only team to beat them in their state championship winning year, 2021. 4th down, they'll go for it. They'll throw for it and convert. As they go to the wide receiver, that time, Aiden McGibney. And McGibney is a big guy. He kind of goes between tight end and wide receiver, and he catches a slant for the 1st down.
Yeah, multi-sport kid, basketball player, football player. You see the athleticism right there, the toughness. Picking up that 1st down on 4th down across the middle.
12 yards, just needed a couple. McGibney, Johnny mentioned, basketball player. Just a good all-around athlete, can block as a tight end, and got good hands. And the first drive of the game for Blue Valley Northwest is being very effective as they'll throw it. Pass is incomplete this time as they went back to McGibney, and he had it, but he got hit right in the back there, and the ball was jarred free. I think it was Cahill. Let's see who knocked this free here. Nope, it was Gabe Speece, the safety man.
Yeah, Speece does a good job of just detaching the ball from the body of the receiver there. Doesn't have a play on the ball directly, but able to force the incomplete pass.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Steve Rampy, the defensive coordinator for the Saints defense. Pass to the outside, and another great catch by McGibney. Boy, showing great hands on the Saints sideline. This wide receiver court, Johnny, they are really raving about for the Huskies.
Yeah, you've got 3 really athletic guys, and you see here, just kind of using his body, allows the quarterback just to throw the ball right to the sideline. Only McGibney could catch that ball.
17 yards and a 1st down inside the 20 at the 17. And McGibney with some key catches on this drive, as now we've got an official's timeout. Flag is down.
For the snap. Offsides on the defense. It's 5 yards. Still first down.
So a free 5 now for Blue Valley Northwest, trying to end a 2-game losing streak. They won their first 4, then lost the last 2 to Blue Valley West and Blue Valley, their district rivals. So it'll be a 1st and 5 from the 12 now for the Huskies. Bowens shimmies but doesn't get much, and now a late flag on the play. That was Joey Goodnow. Good to see him back. He did not play against Rockers as he was out with a concussion, so 35 back in the lineup at defensive end.
During the play, holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
Big penalty on the Huskies.
You talked about Joey Goodnow. He's a kid who's going to go throw in college, getting a lot of really good looks. And maybe follow his sister, one of those Ivy League schools, is the definition of a student athlete.
State champion in the shot and the discus. That's pretty good, but not too bad at football either. An all-state defensive end last year.
And just started playing as a true freshman, so just a few years under his belt playing football.
Elite athlete. 1st and 15, and now Fort Bevins takes off. He is run down on the play by Curtis as he gets what he can, but he'll get about 5 on the play as we send it down to Bethany.
Thanks, guys. You know, one of those injured players that I mentioned earlier, number 65, Andrew Babalola, good to see him in this entire drive. He will very soon be making a college decision. He has narrowed it down to 5. It's Michigan, Stanford, Auburn, Missouri, or Oklahoma for Andrew. That'll be an exciting decision. Long list. As he's going to make a decision very soon, as here's L.J. Bowens to the outside. And LJ gets pushed back, as that is Dallas Cahill with the tough tackle in the Saints secondary.
Yeah, Cahill came up, made a good sure tackle. Like LJ Bowens was headed to that sideline trying to turn the corner, but Dallas Cahill, who had a big interception last week, coming up with a big tackle there for St. Thomas Aquinas, forcing a long 3rd down situation here for Blue Valley Northwest.
LJ has had 5 100-yard games this year. He averages 127 on the ground. And now big down and distance, 3rd down and 6 for the Huskies. Quarterback draw, and they are not going to get the 1st down. As wrapping up there was Goodnow, as he was not faked out at all. And now 4th down. This one a little longer this time, Johnny, as we will do it in the 2nd quarter as you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum News. Got a big red out here on a middle school class tailgate night. But fun stuff in the parking lot. I want to say thanks to John Art for feeding our broadcast crew. He's out there cheering on number 23. Pass to the back of the end zone. And the ball is caught, but it is out of bounds. No catch for Barron Marshall, the super freshman, whose brothers actually played at St. Thomas Aquinas.
I don't know if they're going to say that he bobbled the ball, or we'll see if his feet were out, but it looked like he caught it.
No, he was out. Yeah, barely out. Yeah, just couldn't get one down. All you need is 1 foot, and just missed. As Cahill had the coverage.
Good job by the back judge calling that. That's a hard one to keep your eyes on the feet, but.
So that was a 4th down to start the 2nd quarter. So ball over on downs now to St. Thomas Aquinas. They go for it all. Go with an end zone shot, but come up empty as their super freshman Barron Marshall can't put a foot down. And taking over the football from the 11 is the Flexbone Saints offense. First drive, 80 yards and a touchdown by by this guy,
Cal Arndt
number
around
23, Cal Arndt. Mentioned his dad
Set by number 3, Joseph
cooking those
Arnold.
Philly cheesesteaks for our crew. And thanks again to John.
Gain of 1 to the 12. 2nd and 9.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9. I'm being told from the truck that some of the crew had more than one, so they double-fisted it. Doubled up, they were so good.
We'll get names for you guys.
Yeah, okay. And a nice run here. Arndt,
on the carry
I
of
tell
the
you,
middle.
Johnny, you see his legs and you know how thick he is, but he has some quickness and he can dart through the hole. He's 5'7", 194, so he's built like a fire hydrant, but he is fast.
Yeah, and I like his change of pace. He's got
That was a
the
9-yard
bowling ball
gain to
mentality,
the
but like you
21.
just said, he's got the
1st and
ability to blow right by you, and right there. And he just hits the line of scrimmage so fast. He's such a tough guy to take down and pick up enough for a 1st down there.
And they'll
Handoff
feed
to
this guy the
Arnott,
rock. I
right
mean, he'll
tackle
get it
across the
what,
25.
25, 30 times. The fullback in this offense gets a lot of touches.
Blake
In
Berry.
this Coach Dreiling offense, Dylan Jackal is the first-year offensive coordinator, but Coach
7-yard gain
Dreiling says,
to
I'm
the
calling the
28.
plays.
2nd and 3.
And he was critical of himself this week. He said, I didn't do a very good job in the last game against Rockers. But they were able to get it done in overtime, 14-13. Slaughter, the late pitch, and they'll get it to the edge. And this is the kid that they really were talking about in practice when I was here on Tuesday, Bryson Taylor. They said the junior is really running good at practice. He's going to get more looks Friday night. Here's one of them.
Yeah, look at the blocks on the perimeter there. Nothing fancy. Michael Bernard with the good open field block. It was Spring Taylor for a big gain there.
22 yards and a 1st down for the junior, who's averaging 6.7 yards per carry. From midfield, 1st and 10. And this is Will Callahan cutting it back. Short gain. As he is wrapped up on the play by Beckett Linden, the heart and soul of the Northwest defense, a kid that missed most of the early part of the season. He had a clavicle injury that he suffered during the summer. And you talk about football being tough, Johnny. 7-on-7, he had a clavicle injury. So, tell you what, get hurt in practice. 7-on-7, warming up as here's Arndt into space. Cal Arndt cutting it back near the 10, putting a stiff arm on the defender. JoJo Arnold would have none of it as he whips him down at the 5-yard line. It'll be a 43-yard run and 1st and goal now for the Saints.
This is what this offense will do to you. Just chunks and chunks and chunks, and all of a sudden with the big run here, as you see Cal Arndt. Kev, you talked about the speed. He just kind of finds his way through that 2nd, 3rd level and then turns on the burners. Good hustle by JoJo Arnold, though, making that tackle.
Number 23, Cal Arndt from 5 yards.
Rushing touchdown for Cal Arndt, number 2. As we had a audio issue there, I apologize. As I'm switching headphones as the play is running. Nice. Dorfler in for the PAT. It is up and good. He is 2 for 2. Arndt, his 2nd trip to the end zone, Johnny, and that big 43-yard run put him on the doorstep, and he's able to convert again.
Yeah, and a little bit shorter of a drive this time, as that's just going to be a little bit under 2 minutes, but you talk about Cal Arndt's night, 2nd touchdown of the night. Again, he had that big run to set up the, as we go back to this long run by Cal Arndt. You see him just working up the field. Open field space there, able to get down inside the 5-yard line. Next play on the drive. Feed him again. Second touchdown of the night. St. Thomas Aquinas up 14-0. Take a look at that last drive. 7 plays, 89 yards this time, but only 2:45 off the clock. Capped off by that 5-yard touchdown run.
So he scored from 5 and 2. Now has 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. Dorfler to kick it back now to Blue Valley Northwest. Marshall and Garlington. Garlington had the first return, waiting at the goal line. Well, the Saints offense, an 80-yard drive, now an 89-yard drive. So the flex bone is clicking tonight at home. And here's the return from the 8-yard line. Garlington. Check that. Yeah, that was Garlington. Ian Marshall. These 2 wide receivers just run so smoothly out there, but they're very fast. As Bevins in the offense for the Huskies, about ready to come out for their second series. They drove it all the way down, got stopped on 4th down, just a couple inches away from maybe a touchdown, with Marshall couldn't get his foot down in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, you get the reasoning behind going for it. You know, you're going to have a lot of points scored tonight, but still a firm believer. First drive, get down there, just put any type of points on the board just to build some momentum.
And nothing doing on this running play out of the spread formation. New running back in the ball game is Logan Waldorf. Waldorf is a junior, and he is the backup to L.J. Bowen, so he'll get some touches as well. He's got a good yards per carry average, 9.8 on the year. But he's tackled for a loss, 2nd down and 11. Bevins play action. Now wants a deep ball down the field, just short, incomplete. McGibney couldn't go down low near his shoe tops to catch that, and it's incomplete.
McGibney tried to get back to that ball, but just off his fingertips, it bounces off the ground. See, Bevins sees him late, not able to get enough behind that throw. 3rd and long now for Blue Valley Northwest.
Well, you don't want a 3 and out if you're the Huskies. Defense has been out a lot in the first half, and now the quarterback going to be sacked. As that is good now. The defensive end, the all-stater who missed last week, he gets the sack. He and Crew Huenfeld make a dynamic duo at defensive end. And the senior gets the sack, and the punting unit coming out for the Huskies.
So he beats the the right tackle. Then you got the running back trying to come and help out, but Good now able to blow right past those guys with a sack, and big loss for Blue Valley Northwest.
Trace Rudd, kicker and punter, takes a low snap, and the ball is sent down the field. Rudd not getting all of that, as it's only going to be out to the 33-yard line. 26 yards on the punt, and I'll tell you what, Trace was under some pressure as the snap was low, Johnny.
Yeah, and that's tough because you still got to get the ball picked up. You see the pressure up the middle there. That's Terrence Bryant.
Yeah, he got his hands up, and Trace had to get it out quick, and it's a short punt now, a short field now for the Saints offensively. 2 for 2 on their drives, 80 and 89 yards, as they scrimmage 1st and 10 from the 33 of the Huskies. And here's Art. Wrapped up by Berry on the play. Blake Berry is one of their strongest kids, a sophomore. And raving about him as a wrestler. And there you see the rushing night for Cal. Well, he said he came in averaging 168 on the ground. He's well on that pace tonight. 2nd down and 5. Edge pitch. And Art, using the stiff arm, is escorted out by Linden, the linebacker, flagged down on the play.
I think you're going to get a hold and you're going to get a face mask here. So I think we're going to have offsetting. So I think the first flag that came in, we're going to have offsetting penalties here.
Trey Meyer, Brandon Kane, Riker Smith, Jackson Dwyer, and Austin Ritter, your crew tonight. Trying to figure out what's going on.
There's 2 fouls on blue on the play. First, holding, that is declined. Personal foul, face mask, that penalty is accepted.
So the face mask penalty, the more damaging penalty accepted. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Callahan in motion, gets the toss. And Callahan with running room down the sideline. Will Callahan bounced out. And he's got a 1st down and a lot more. There was a lot of space on the edge.
You go back here and you just see the perimeter blocking on the outside.
1st and 10 Saints from the Huskies 13.
20-yard run.
Braden Conley with the big block to kind of spring Callahan up that sideline there.
Yankovic, the wide receiver, also delivering a block. As it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Quarterback run with Slaughter. We saw this on the first drive being very effective. Not much on that play. Still, their 5-yard runs don't look like much, but it's a very effective offense. You see Gardner Edgerton use it. Shawnee Mission Northwest, I'm told, is using a version of it, and Blue Valley Northwest said that's what we were looking at. We've played against this type of offense before, so we should be good to go. 2nd down and 5. Now the ball is on the ground, picked up by Slaughter. And boy, I tell you what, the ball is fumbled, and he's still able to get a positive gain on the play. His improv work here on this play is exceptional.
Can you see that quarterback center exchange just not getting that ball cleanly, but I think Kevy said it, just picks the ball up and still picks up positive yards.
I was checking that left knee. I was trying to say, no, yeah, he kept it above the field turf, so he was good to go. Now 3rd down and 3. As the left-hander throws to the end zone, a sliding catch, caught. Touchdown, Brett Yankovic. The ex-receiver with his first receiving touchdown of the year. As the 6'3" wide receiver makes the sliding catch. And 3 for 3 now, the Saints on drives tonight.
Yeah, and you run the ball enough efficiently, you sprinkle in a pass and just catch the defense with their eyes in the backfield.
Dorfler's extra point, up and through. So he's 3 for 3. 21-0 Saints.
Nothing special about the pass play, but Yankovic knows he's got to get back to that football. It's good coverage by JoJo Arnold. Kelsey Slaughter credit on that throw as he threw the ball only where his receiver could catch it. St. Thomas Aquinas takes a commanding 21-0 lead here in the second quarter.
Yeah, another effective drive. This one a short one after the short punt. 6 plays, 33 yards. Yankovic with the 6-yard TD pass. His first TD catch of the year. 4th touchdown pass of the year for Slaughter. Saints trying to go to 7-0 tonight. Once again, they are a 5A school this year. Taking on 6A, Blue Valley Northwest. Garlington, deep man.
Deep for the Huskies, Garlington and Marshall.
Marshall also back there, the freshman sensation. Nice return from the 5-yard line by Garlington, showing good balance as he's out near the 25-yard line. Special teams work there by Alex McNamara. And now it's Huskies offensively. Johnny, we've seen them come out and throw the ball. Last drive was a quick 3 and out. They need to maintain possession. They got to get some points here.
Yeah, get the ball into Trevor Garlington's hands. First play of the game, we saw him take a short pass, 12 yards. You got to find strategic ways to get the ball into your playmaker's hands. Try and build Ford Bevan's confidence a little bit on this drive. See if you can't get some points on the board here going into halftime.
1st and 10. LJ Bowens in the backfield. There you go, Johnny. Good call as they go right to Garlington. Flag is down as he makes the catch and runs it out near the 33-yard line.
Again, a penalty on the play. The stop was by 15, Connor O'Donnell.
During the play, holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
You heard Coach Ryder there, come on now, as his team is flagged for holding. And if you're an analytics person, you get a holding penalty, get you behind the sticks. It is hard to move the football. It'll be 1st and 16 back to the 20-yard line. 4 receivers deployed. Play action, and they'll screen it to LJ Bowens. And LJ wrapped up on the play there by Connor O'Donnell, who had the big interception on the botched snap by Rockhurst in overtime. Quarterback there picked it up, threw it to the end zone, and O'Donnell picked it off. Although I'm told that he's not officially given a interception. That wasn't. I said, wait a minute, Connor O'Donnell doesn't get an interception for that? Nope, just a failed 2-point conversion. So, but he did make the play there and made the last play. And that'll be 2nd down and 15. The spread offense led by Ford Bevins. Transfer from Blue Valley, floats it down the sideline looking for Garlington, and it's broken up. And that was LeDrew Morrell, who never turned around. Johnny, what's your call on that one?
Yeah, to me, the defender's got to make some sort of an attempt to knock that ball down, but don't see the.
Well, there's the head, turns around, yeah. He did turn around.
Yeah, that's a good no call. Hard to tell. Play live, yeah, you see the hands go up and then head turns.
They're just battling with the gloves there, and the ball goes off the back of Morrell's helmet, looked like. Now it'll be 3rd down and long. Ford scrambling, throwing, and wide, incomplete, nearly intercepted. The Saints had a better shot at that one. Cahill got a glove on it, but couldn't reel it in. He had an interception last week in the win over Rockers.
You see here, Aquinas just drops 8 guys. Tough to find anybody open. Bevins has nobody to throw the ball to downfield. Now Blue Valley Northwest left again in a tough punt situation here.
Will Callahan directing traffic on another short punt, telling his guys to get out of there. As Rudd only 16 yards on this one, so set back-to-back short punts, and the short field now for the Saints. And here comes Slaughter in the offense out for St. Thomas Aquinas. They've got 2 rushing touchdowns by Arndt and a touchdown pass from Slaughter to Yankovic. 21-0 home team. As the Saints number 2 in the latest Kansas 5A state poll. Mill Valley still number 1, the 5-time defending state champs. On the 37, 1st and 10. Pitch it out. Arndt looking for a block, turns it up. And he is wrapped up on the play by Jandrick, the defensive end. Able to hold his ground there on the edge and make the stop. Ryder Jandrick, senior, 210 pounds. Only a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Arndt spinning off tackles into the secondary. Cal Arndt, another explosive play inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. Yes, he is over 100 yards again as he came in averaging 168, and he's on pace for another huge game. 24 yards on that last run by number 23, Cal Arndt. And again, showing good balance. Able to get a nice gain on the play as he's wrestled down by Jandrick again.
Well, this is what this offense does to you. I mean, you see a lot of hands on the hips over there for that Blue Valley Northwest defense. It's already short, you know, some of their starters, so a lot of guys getting a lot of snaps here in this first half. Just looking for a breather at some point.
Defense been on the field a lot here in the first half for the Huskies. Quick toss to the edge. And the tackle's made on Taylor. Taylor, once again, getting some touches after a good practice week. And it's going to leave them 3rd down and 1. As Saints trying to score just before Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. 3rd down and 1. And it's Arndt. No, they fake it to Arndt. Slaughter just on cruise control into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Their 3rd rushing touchdown of the night, 4th overall. Slaughter with a passing touchdown and now a rushing touchdown. As they fake me out, and number 2 just eased it into the end zone. Dorfler in for the PAT. Patrick the holder. And he is 4 for 4 on PATs. All Saints here in the first half. And it's now 28-0. The home team, I think the score last year was 28-0 at the half.
Yeah, you see the mesh point there, and it looks like Cal Arndt has the ball, and then Elsie Slaughter just pulls it at the last second. I think everybody in the stadium thought that Cal Arndt had the ball. Elsie Slaughter just walks into the end zone. Aquinas taking full advantage of that good field position again. Another short drive.
After a short punt, they'll get the 3-yard rushing touchdown by Slaughter. He now has 6 on the year. He also has a touchdown pass in the game. So Elsie Slaughter having a big game tonight, the quarterback for the Saints, as they lead it 28-0 at home.
Dorfler to kick off for the Saints.
Dorfler to kick it away. Marshall and Garlington, the deep men.
Huskies.
On return, this is Marshall. This guy is only a 9th grader, and nice return out to the 30, and we got a flag down.
This back judge likes to call these hold calls.
Penalty on the play. The tackle was by 36, Alex McNamara.
Again, this back judge threw that flag about 25 yards away from where he got tackled.
During the run, blocking the back on the return team. It's 15 yards, first down.
So that negates a very good Barron Marshall return. Coach Ryder saying the best wide receiver core I've ever coached in his 14 years. We got Marshall, Chandler, Garlington, McGibney. So they got a great group of wide receivers. Marshall, a 9th grader, 6'3", 175, already with 3 receiving touchdowns on the year. I said to myself, future star, as the ball is loose and covered up by the Saints. Ball is blown down. Terrence Bryant got the loose ball as Blue Valley Northwest, a big turnover deep in their own territory.
It looks like L.J. Bones just took a pop and lost the football here. Good exchange. Oh, good job there, knocking that football out.
Hand right in there. Was that Curtis that stuck his hand in there? Kind of happened too fast. We didn't see it. I think it was Kalen Curtis that poked it free. Bryant covered it up. Another short field now for the Saints, as it'll be 1st and goal from the 9. Already up 4 touchdowns, 28-0, trying to get more. As they'll go to Arndt. Pitch out. Shows good balance as he's wrestled down by Osborne. Saints have all 3 timeouts. 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3 now for the Saints. And Arndt again off the left side into the end zone. Touchdown. St. Thomas Aquinas making it look easy just before halftime. 3-yard rushing touchdown. Hat trick night for Arndt, as that's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, 16th of the season. All Saints here. 16 for $135 for senior Cal Arndt. Dorfler with a point after touchdown try. And he is 5 for 5. It's now 35-0. Saints on top.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Blue Valley Northwest. And had a tough time on the offensive side. That fumble just, again, leads to the short field for St. Thomas Aquinas, and they've taken full advantage of the short fields. Now they've scored 3 touchdowns on possessions that have started inside their own 40-yard line. So taking care of business the Blue Valley Northwest. Kind of got to get your head screwed back on and figure out what you're going to do to finish out this half.
The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Another beautiful fall moon. St. Thomas Aquinas Stadium here. All Saints in this one, 35-0.
Darlington and Marshall deep for the Huskies.
Dorfler gets into this one. This is the freshman, Marshall. Nice return out near the 27-yard line.
Taken down just over the 25-yard line. The tackle by number 33, Tommy Costello.
Costello on special teams makes the stop, but well, if you're Blue Valley Northwest, your defense has been on the field a lot. You've had a couple of poor punts and now a turnover. And now you see it's 35-0. You're 0-3 in the last 3 meetings. Things are not looking good for the visitors right now. So you're trying to end a 2-game losing streak on the road tonight. This will be Waldorf, the junior backup running back.
On the carry of the middle. On the stop, number 45.
Ham involved in the stop as we get a timeout from Blue Valley Northwest, I believe.
Timeout Huskies.
That'll be their first.
Their first of the half.
Well, Coach Ryder, I saw him on Monday and was talking to him, and just stopped by practice, and he said, we're going to have to talk later in the week. We've got a lot of injuries, and I'm going to work through some things as far as the depth chart. So we talk later in the week. And next week, we got the Battle of Lee Summit. Battle of first-year coaches doing very well. North undefeated, Lee Summit 6-1. Both are ranked in the top 10. You got Jason Rogers for North and Todd Miller for the Tigers of Lee Summit. It's next Friday the 25th. We'll be outside for that one.
2nd and 6 from the 31.
Where are your long johns, Johnny? As this pass is wide. As can't make the connection there with McGibney. He's had some nice catches here in the first half. That's what I love. It'll be 90 one way, and then we'll be back to snow and cold. Welcome to weather in the Midwest. Third down and 6. Inside running play. Not going to get the first down. As that is Waldorf, the junior. Has a couple of rushing touchdowns on the year. His yards per carry average they really like is nearly 10. He's an explosive back. He's had a long run of 83 on the year, so they like his chances as the clock winds out on the first half, and the home team dominates tonight as the Saints lead it 35-0 in EKL play against rival Blue Valley Northwest, as their offense just dominates, as they've got 3 rushing touchdowns by Arndt, a touchdown pass, and a rushing touchdown by Slaughter. And the Saints, a lot of smiles into the halftime locker room as they lead it 35-0 at home. So waiting for Coach Dreiling to step up to the mic with Bethany Bowman. I mean, he's got to be a happy camper. He can be salty sometimes, but that first half looked pretty good by the Saints.
Coach, an extremely effective first half there. How did your O-line step up to make it happen?
Well, we're doing better than we did last week, obviously. everybody's making plays right now. That's what we talked about at the beginning of the game, making plays, doing their job both sides of the ball, helping the defense out.
With a commanding lead, how can your team continue to get better for yourselves here in the second half?
Well, it was 28-0 last year against these guys, and they came back and held us scoreless the second half. So we'll remind them of that. We had a game last year, if you recall, 28-0. There's plenty of motivation to go on in that locker room.
Good luck, Coach.
There is Coach Dreiling in the full flesh there. We will remind them at halftime that 35-0 at halftime, not safe. Coming back with Hy-Vee at the half, a special program we're going to be talking about with Johnny Beck here. Dorfler to start the third quarter with the kickoff. And this one is going to go out of bounds. So good field position for the offense led by Fort Bevins. He is the backup to Nate Baxter, who's out with that injury. And Bevins will lead this offense, spread offense. It'll be at the 35-yard line with the penalty walk-off. So we heard Coach Dreiling's message to Bethany. We're up big, but you got to come out and play in the second half. And kicking the ball out of bounds not going to make the coach very happy. As L.J. Bowen's in the backfield, he'll get the first tote, and he is not going anywhere. Walker finishes him off. I believe it was Zion Thornton, the nose guard. He was one of the super sophomores in this game that had the first contact.
Yeah, just kind of blew that play up in the backfield, and L.J. Bowen just nowhere to go. See this swarming mentality on the Aquinas defense. See those gold helmets just rallying around that football to finish off that play.
Second down and 9. Bevins rolling, throwing, has a man down the field, and a leaping catch. Garlington down near the 42-yard line, and now he's a little shaken up. It's a first down catch for the Huskies.
You see Fort Bevins here on the rollout, throws a good ball. Got to go up and get that ball by Trevor Garlington.
23 yards, but he kind of fell awkwardly, and they'll spot him at the 41, first and 10. He's staying in the game, though. And this running play not for very much, as Crew Huenfeld.
Number 38, Crew Huenfeld.
Crew had a big game at Rockhurst, and
3-yard gain.
he's their top defensive player as far as points gain on their defensive points chart. I'm told he's a big-time baseball player, and that's probably the direction he's going to go for his college. He's a pitcher and also a first baseman, left-handed pitcher, by the way. This is Bowens on the run.
Stop by 35, Joey Goodman. 4-yard gain.
It's going to be third down.
34.
And chain gang saying third down and 3. And here's Fort Bevins getting his feet lined up and taking off and running, but it'll be short. It'll be fourth down. They're still going to need about a yard and a half, 2 yards.
Stop by 56, Zion Thornton.
Zion Thornton, nose guard,
Fourth
involved
and
in the
2
stop.
from the
Would say
33.
fourth down and 2.
We saw earlier.
They threw to the end zone on a fourth down play and just missed with Marshall back in the first half.
Yes. Got some guys go get the football. You just need to pick up 3 yards, though, to keep this drive alive.
Bevins throwing and completing, and they have the first down inside the 25-yard line. As that was Logan Chandler, the Wes Welker clone, with the good hands, and he's doing a little slant route and able to get the catch and the first down.
They did a really good job of just kind of finding the soft spot in the zone. Ford Bevins just going through his progressions, able to find him over the middle, picking up enough for a first down.
Shifty wide receiver, his 12th catch of the year. He has 3 receiving touchdowns on the year. First down at 10. Here's LJ lowering his head. Powers through for a couple. I want to say speedy recovery to Logan Nelson. Young man last week broke his leg and had to have surgery. Hope, if he's watching, all our thoughts with you, Logan. Get back quickly to full health after a tough loss, tough injury. As here's Bevins to the end zone as a receiver wide open, touchdown. Trevor Garlington, 17 yards as looked like a blown coverage as Trevor just standing there. And he was wide open, and that is his 4th receiving touchdown of the year. Rudd coming in to try the point after touchdown, left-footed kicker. Only missed 1 PAT. And he drills this one 35-7. Third quarter. Garlington left wide open here, and Bevins makes him pay.
Yeah, Bevins does a good job of rolling out to the right, but still keeping his eyes up the field. Somehow Garlington gets lost on that side of the field. Bevins with a good throw across the field, across his body. Garlington able to haul that in. First points on the board tonight for Levi Northwest. Got to be happy for you guys coming out here first drive of the second half, putting points on the board. See if this Northwest defense can't come out here and get a stop.
Well, they got help by kicking the ball out of bounds, so they started at the 35. They converted a 4th down and then found a touchdown pass to their top receiver, Trevor Garlington. 5th touchdown pass thrown by Bevins, senior quarterback. Will Callahan is deep back for St. Thomas Aquinas. As Rudd has it on the tee. This one is not returnable, too long. Trace Rudd showing off his leg. Slaughter and the Flexbone offense ready to check on the field. They were dynamic in the first half, very efficient.
Yeah, Trace Rudd, he's a guy who's gonna play at the next level at a big-time school, getting recruited as a place kicker and as a punter. Goes to that Coles camp every summer and was ranked the #1 place kicker, so definitely a kid to keep your eyes out for the next couple of years.
Slaughter with Art in the backfield, 2 wings, just to the outside of the tackles. Now the tight end, Bernard, goes in motion, flips sides. This is Art. Short gain on the play. Max Mosier, the safety man, finished him off, number 11.
Stop by 22, Ryder Jander. Gain of 2 to the 22, 2nd and 8.
Well, last week in the game with Rockhurst, we saw a punting clinic by Baron Gavin. 4 punts for St. Thomas Aquinas. That might be a season high. Tonight, no punts thus far as scrimmage here, the first time in the 3rd quarter, and get to the edge. And we're going to have a first down now. There is a flag down on the play after a first down run as Jaden Bittner getting his first run. And once again, we're going to hear from Trey Meyer.
holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty, second down.
So that hold took place somewhere around the line of scrimmage, as you see.
14. Second and 16.
Like there was more than one guilty party there.
I think there is on every play.
Oh, okay. I saw a lot of jersey grabbing there, yeah. So it'll be second down and 16 back to the 14-yard line for the Saints offense. They'll run it up the middle. Not much doing here as that is Arndt.
Arndt on the carry up the middle. Stop by
I heard
30.
Coach Dreiling reference last year's game. It was 28-0 at the half. The Saints on the road at BB-DAC.
4-yard gain to the 18. 3rd and 12.
So the Huskies make it 28-14 and blank the Saints in the second half. So I'm sure he's wanting some points from this offensive unit. Has now Slaughter to throw it and finds Callahan, the catch and the run. First down as he's out near the 36-yard line. Nice 18-yard catch and run by Will Callahan.
It looks like just a simple out route. Callahan just kind of gets lost on the sideline there. Good awareness there. Turn, get up the field, find the sticks. It's a big first down on 3rd and 16.
That is a big conversion. Quarterback gonna fake the pitch and run it forward. Not much doing there. Slaughter has a touchdown pass to Yankovic in the first half and also has a rushing touchdown of 3 yards. So he's had a good ball game tonight.
Gain of 2 to the 38.
Only got 2 on that last one.
2nd and 8.
Second down and 8 from the 38. Here's Arndt. Ripped down by Jandrick, number 22. Defensive end, crashing down. Got the Saints fullback.
Again, another 3rd and long situation here for Aquinas. See if they elect to put the ball in the air again. 2 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, this is what you want for this flex bone. Get him in 3rd down and long as Arndt spinning and close to the first down. Flag is down late on the play as Sawyer Williamson makes the stop for Blue Valley Northwest. Now, let's see what the flag's all about.
I think they need to measure first.
No flag on the play.
No flag. First down, Saints.
It is a first down run by Arndt. And let's see what they saw, but they've decided to pick up the flag. Little right there. The guy's going after the whistle. No shock there. That was Carroll.
He likes to finish his block.
He likes.
If he's engaged with you, you better be ready.
Be ready to be blocked by number 76 as here's a quarterback running for a short gain. Yeah, Stephen Carroll. Yeah, that's the right guard, and he will finish his blocks. And
definitely.
I think that was a good pick up the flag, though.
Yeah,
these guys are just playing hard to the whistle.
Through the whistle.
Yeah.
The guys got tripped up. So
second down and 8. Quarterback Slaughter. Wow, they cannot bring this guy down. I'm telling you, when you look at those biceps, he's a put-together guy. I mean, 6'4", 203. And Say, what's the recruiting like for this guy? And Coach Dryling says, well, they're recruiting him. They want him to be a linebacker in the next level.
And he hasn't played linebacker tonight, so it just shows you how athletic of a kid this is. But, you know, they need somebody to run the quarterback position. Coach Dryling goes and finds the guy he trusts the most. And you know, good for Elsie Slaughter to raise his hand and say, I'll take that responsibility.
Go down and short. Again, Elsie calling his number, and down the sidelines, big number 2 roams. Touchdown, St. Thomas Aquinas. 46 yards for Slaughter. His second rushing touchdown of the night. And his 3rd overall, as he has a passing touchdown. So Elsie makes him pay on 3rd down and short. Michael Dorfler, the sophomore kicker, in for the point after. Right down Main Street, it's up and good. 42-7. Saints leading at home, and Slaughter.
You see Elsie Slaughter on the keeper here. You see him just break a couple tackles and just up the sideline with the speed. We didn't see him carry the ball much last week, but tonight he's getting his number called a lot and taking full advantage of these carries. It's his 2nd touchdown of the night. Caps off an 18-play, 80-yard, 4:47 off the clock. 18 plays, and one of those plays was a 46-yard run. So, again, another methodical, keep the chains moving type drive. And they just, time of possession is just so tough to get down behind these guys to get back into the game, because they can just stretch a drive out, as you see right there.
Marshall, the deep man. Also McGibney back there. Garlington as well. Their whole wide receiving corps back to return the kick from Dorfler. And this will be the freshman, Marshall. He got to the 21, and then a blue wave hit him.
We see his brother down there. Dylan Marshall's over there on the sideline. I'm sure it's pretty cool for him to see his brother out there, but he's definitely on the Aquinas sideline tonight.
His brothers played at St. Thomas Aquinas, and now baby brother Barron is at Blue Valley Northwest.
And it came down to, you know, he wants to catch passes. He wants to be a receiver at the next level. And
Flex mode, not so much a passing offense?
Not so much, but hey, you know what? He could have been that quarterback senior year. Not as athletic as anybody as the older brothers of Missouri at D tackle. Looks like Barron got the best of both brothers.
Play action, Bevins. Flushed out of the pocket, throwing, and nearly intercepted near the 43-yard line, as that was O'Donnell tried to scoop it off the turf, incomplete.
Almost had one earlier, kind of a similar situation. O'Donnell's been around that ball a couple times tonight. Again, you see the pressure though. Joey Goodnow forcing Ford Bevins to throw that ball off his back foot, not able to get anything behind it. Joey Goodnow's been a presence tonight on that defensive line.
Yes, they did miss him at Rockers in the ball game. Bevins, screen pass. Waldorf makes the first guy miss, second guy miss. Good moves across the 30-yard line, and we got players down on the play.
They had friendly fire there at the end of the play.
Guys running into each other, I think, as they're both shaken up. That was O'Donnell, who's still down on the field and now making his way off the field is Crew Huenfeld.
We take a look here at the end of the play. Just kind of see O'Donnell hit right there on the ankle.
So we're in an injury timeout for Connor O'Donnell. He got a lower leg situation there. Fans going to give him a nice round of applause as he walks off under his own power.
Saints number 15, Connor O'Donnell.
I mean, he's coming up to make the stop, and then all of a sudden his teammate is flying right at his lower part of his body, and there's nothing he could do there.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, you got guys just trying to make a play, and sometimes you get landed on wrong. So many times these guys are aware of that and stay away from piles, but the game happens so fast that every once in a while you're going to get caught in a bad situation. Hopefully O'Donnell's, it's good to see him walk off, though.
And it was 3rd down and 1. And we've got a flag down prior to the snap. Somebody try to take a timeout, or do we have too many men on the field? Well, they're going to give him a timeout, I guess, and maybe pick up the flag.
No flag on the play. Timeout by Blue before the snap.
So they did get that timeout in.
So it was the Saints that got the timeout. So no flag on the play. So it'll be a 3rd down and 1 from the 31 after the timeout.
Third one for the Huskies on the 31.
Huskies trying to convert the 3rd down and short. We'll go with quick back L.J. Bowens, and he gets the 1st down. They talk about his contact balance. And they say he's a guy that gets lost out there. He's a hiding, kind of scored away from you guy.
Just hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Kind of fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage a lot tonight. Defense
tends to lose him because he's not a big guy. 5'9", $160, a junior. On 1st down, we're going to go with a deep ball down the sidelines. Oh, nice attempt there. That was the aforementioned Baron Marshall. And coverage by Morrell. Good attempt, though, by the 9th graders. He'll nearly go up and get this one.
Yeah, you see the athleticism he has. I mean, he's been playing against his older brothers all growing up, so this is nothing for him to come out here and play in a varsity game. But you see Morrell doing a good job one-on-one coverage tonight. Last week he had a couple big plays, too.
2nd down and 10. This running play is stuffed. That was Waldorf on the run, but he's talking about Baron Marshall. You know, you see a 9th grader out there playing significant snaps. Even a sophomore like Zion Thornton, and you think, oh, wow, he's a future star. And coaching staff, no, he's a star now. He's a stud now. He is only a 9th grader. Name to remember, Baron Marshall, freshman for Blue Valley Northwest. It's going to be 3rd down and 9, under 2 to play in your 3rd quarter. 42-7, St. Thomas Aquinas leading. As Bevan's going to run for it. He'll come up short as he's out to the 42. He'll get 5.
I think they're going to keep the offense out here. Try and pick this up on 4th down.
Yep, McNamara involved in the stop. 4th and 4. Bevan's pass deflected away, nearly intercepted by Bryant, who had the fumble recovery in the first half. And you thinking pick 6 here, Johnny, and just don't hang on?
Yeah, you see the quarterback just staring Garlington down, and Bryant's just reading the eyes, waiting for him to get into his throwing mechanics, and just jumps the route. Didn't get the interception, but got the turnover on downs there.
And the offense out with a new quarterback, Carson Patrick. He is a sophomore, 5'11", 173. And you never want to see that when you go out the first look. The hands up like, yeah, what are we doing here? I just got in the game. And now this is some second unit guys. They huddled way down the field. And now they had to run about 15 yards to get up to the line of scrimmage and still run a successful play, though. As they'll keep it on the ground. And that was Bryson Taylor. Yeah, I overheard the coaches saying, man, Taylor's really running the ball good in practice this week. We got to give him some more touches Friday night. So they're keeping their promises.
Had a big run in the first half.
2nd down and 6. And there goes Bryson again. Good balance, still fighting as he's down near the 26-yard line. 1st down, and it's a 12-yard run by Bryson Taylor.
On the stop for the Huskies, number 23, Grant Hill. 1st and 10 from the 24.
Never went down there.
Yeah.
Thought maybe his knee went down, but kept fighting for those extra yards.
That'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter, and Taylor all smiles. His Saints lead it 42-7 at home at the end of the 3rd. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, and Hy-Vee is proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Hy-Vee scoring by quarters. St. Thomas Aquinas able to match the touchdown by Northwest in the 3rd quarter. They lead it 42-7 as we start playing the 4th quarter. Backup unit in for the Saints offensively. Patrick in at quarterback, and we've got a flag prior to the snap.
I think they're going to get encroachment there.
Before the snap, offsides on the defense, 5-yard
Offsides
penalty.
Against the
1st down.
Huskies. The 5-yard penalty moves the ball to the 21. 1st and
So
5.
it'll be 1st and 5 for the offense. Once again, quarterback in, Carson Patrick. Already seen a big game from Elsie Slaughter. Screen play not doing too much as it's shut down.
Rafferty Jackson on the carry of the middle.
That was Rafferty
Gain of
Jackson.
1 to the 20.
His
2nd
first
and
tote,
4.
a sophomore running back. So backups getting a lot of time here in the 4th quarter with the Saints with the big lead. Looks like Rafferty Jackson is your fullback in this set. 2nd down and 4. And pitch it to the edge, running room. And inside the 5, and the gang tackle
Number
there.
28, Cooper Jones on
That
that carry.
is Jaden Bittner.
28.
Bittner, we've seen him get a few touches tonight. And he is one of those aren't built backs. I mean, he's like a fire plug.
Yeah, Patrick does a good job of pitching that ball. Again, you see, they just plug guys in, and this offense is just so well ran. It doesn't matter who's back there.
17 on the last run by Bittner as the first and goal from the 3-yard line. And another running play is successful. Touchdown Saints, as this one is Rafferty Jackson. Sophomore punches it in off the left side. And the backup unit runs the flex bone to a scoring drive. It's now 48-7, and some of the fans, time to start their weekend. Dorfler in for the point after touchdown. As he's been perfect tonight, and his night will stay perfect as he drills it. 49-7. St. Thomas Aquinas, we got a flag down.
They're going to call false start. The kicker took a small step forward before he kicked the ball, which happens a lot. So we're going to attempt the second time here.
Legal formation on the kick team, 5 in the backfield. We'll retry.
The penalty is illegal procedure.
So they'll redo the point after touchdown. Dorfler will move back. Patrick is the holder. I believe Kolich is their snapper. And this one up and through. 49-7 Saints, 10.5 to go in regulation.
Again, short field for the St. Thomas Aquinas offense, taking full advantage of it. As we go back and take a look at the touchdown run here by Jackson.
It's good blocking there and showed good power. Took the contact at the 1 and said, "I will not be denied." Rafferty Jackson. It's the rushing touchdown for the Saints.
You see the drive, 5 plays, 42 yards, and helped out by that turnover on downs by Blue Valley Northwest. 2:31 off the clock. Touchdown run by Rafferty Jackson.
Well, Coach Dryling's got to be happy. His team got a couple of touchdowns in the second half after they were shut out last year, winning 28-14. I'm sure the message at the halftime locker room was, keep playing, guys. As Garlington, the return, has some space. Trevor Garlington across midfield. And tackle from behind down near the 36-yard line. And the saving tackle was Williams Sylvia, the sophomore. There he is. Garlington was starting to high step there a little bit.
You saw Dorfler. I mean, he's a rugby guy. He's not your typical kicker. He's afraid to tackle. You see him just enough to slow down Garlington.
Well, it's still a 58-yard return for Garlington, and now we'll get another quarterback in the ball game. As this is Aiden Ime, a sophomore, 6 foot, 170 pounds. And this running play, nearly a disaster. TJ Erickson getting his first touches of the night. And if you're just joining us, Nate Baxter, their starting quarterback, injured, out with a shoulder injury as the juggling act by Erickson, but he was able to latch on and maintain possession, but Ford Bevins got the start. Now we're getting a look at Aiden Ime, a sophomore, and he's going to float one toward the end zone. Oh, incomplete. Flags litter the field, though.
Penalty on the play.
Yes, that was Marshall, and he's a little slow to get up.
Number 9.
Yeah, double coverage up the sideline, but again, you see Marshall. He's the one getting his hands on the ball. He's got a lot of confidence to go up there and get it. Good pass there by Ime.
Pass interference on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
So that'll move the ball to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Huskies. Well, looks like 33 is the guilty party. Costello kind of ran up on the wide receiver. Running back Justin White now in the ball game. So a lot of new faces in the ball game here late in the ball game. 5-yard run though, good one by Justin White. Second down and 5. And quick pass, nice catch. The catch there was Cade Markley. Markley, a sophomore, but you just see the arm strength of Ime there. That ball gets out quickly. He's got a strong arm. Aiden Ime, beg your pardon. I-H-M, pronounced Ime, sophomore, can really sling it, it looks like.
I think his dad's the head coach, head basketball coach.
Yep. Yep. I think you're right. I think the slip was his dad's name, Aaron Ime, so. And we got a flag down. This is going to be on the offense.
For the snap, false start on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
The 5-yard penalty moves the ball to the 17. 3rd and 6.
This will be 3rd down and 6 for Ime in the offense. And the sophomore going to take off and run. And he will not get the first down. The ball came out at the end of the play as he was tackled by McNamara and the jarred free and covered up by St. Thomas Aquinas. And that was Jazier Chapman, the sophomore, backup linebacker, right place, right time, but it looked like it was McNamara that knocked this ball free from Ime. Yep, right there, yep. Turnover number 2 on the night for the Huskies.
Again, you see the deliberate punch out. It's a good job of targeting that football, and I don't think Ime had any idea that defender was trying to do that, and ends up losing the fumble.
So Patrick continues to run the flexbone offense. Backup's getting some time. Now the ball is on the field again. And looked like maybe the Saints lost it. Yes. So the backup offense is having trouble maintaining possessions, as that is the first turnover of the night by the Saints. Let's see what happened here, Johnny. Quarterback with bad ball security there. As
it looked like the ball hit the shoulder pad.
Yeah, he put the ball high in the air and got it poked free, and now Ime and the offense back out as they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. And this is T.J. Erickson. Short run. Is McNamara, who's the guy that poked the ball out the last time, making some nice plays, also doing well on special teams. Alex McNamara, Jr., linebacker. on a slant for a touchdown as he completes it to Cade Wilson, number 17. And another bullet thrown by Ime, the sophomore, right on the money on the slant. And it's a 12-yard pass from Ime to Wilson. Touchdown, Blue Valley Northwest.
And you're seeing some of these younger guys get some valuable playing time here, and starting to show you the future of this Blue Valley Northwest team. Is a bunch of sophomores out here doing a good job showing the future of this team.
Here's Rudd, a PAT try. So Rudd's getting some college looks, but it was Wilson catching the slant.
And again, good pitch and catch there. 8-9 to Cade Wilson. That's going to be two names we're going to hear next year, as those guys are just going to continue to get better.
It's a sophomore to sophomore connection, and Wilson playing a lot of safety tonight because Wolferton is out, so he's doing double duty tonight as a receiver and also playing some secondary. The Wolferton brothers not playing tonight, Luke and Andrew, so Cade Wilson getting some time, as is Grant Hale. But that ball jumps out of the hands of young 8-9.
We'll see if they decide to do onside or just your traditional kick it deep.
The Saints have an inkling that they are going to do onside as they're moved up. Their hands guys near the 50-yard line.
I mean, there's so many different ways to.
Yeah, you can pooch it over that first
kick.
wave, yeah. Let's see how Rudd chooses to attack the kick. And he just bombs it. Yep, that is a strong-legged kicker. Rudd, you say getting some college looks. Yeah, kickers not being disrespected so much anymore. Colleges, it wasn't too long ago, you used to have to go to a school, get in line, pay your own way for a while before you had to win a kicking job before they actually gave you some scholarship money. And now we see Drew Mortimer in the ball game now. Another quarterback. This is a sophomore getting his first chances. As it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. Toss it back, and this running play. Nice run for the Saints. As that was Beauchamp, Xavier Beauchamp. Got good run there by number 31. 16 yards and a first down.
Yeah, good looking kid. Pretty put together.
I'm going to mispronounce it. It's Beauchamp. It's B-A in front of Champ. So Xavier with a good first run. As we're into the 3rd and 4th string now in this 49-14 ball game. Running play, not doing too much. And that is the champ. Now the Saints going to roll it to 7-0. Everybody talking about how tough 5A is this year. Playoffs going to be magic. And they'll be coming at you real soon. Flag on the play as a pitch out to Tysick James. Now getting some time, another sophomore.
I think this one's coming back.
Well, you can hear Coach Dryling's reaction.
During the run, holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Pete, second down.
Penalty moves the ball to the Saints 27.
Hey, guys, back up. Back up.
Penalty will walk it back on the Saints offensively. As Mortimer on the offense will scrimmage back at the 27-yard line as they lead it 49-14. And Mortimer, the quarterback, gonna run it himself. And a nice run as he'll get it to the 35, 8-yard run, but like his predecessor, young Mr. Patrick there, you're gonna have to secure that ball. That ball is out there and available. And we saw the fumble that cost the Saints their first turnover, but saw some good running there by Mortimer, but I'm sure when they watch the film tomorrow, he's gonna hear about ball security.
Yeah, you got, especially when you run the ball this much, you got to take care of the football or else kind of defeats the purpose of running this type of offense. And obviously your quarterback has got to be your best ball handler as they deal with the football every single play.
And Mortimer looking like he wants his first pass and delivers it. And that was James with the catch. And he's close to the first down. I think he's about a yard short, however.
Yeah, I think he
It's
got
gonna be
pushed
fourth down.
Yeah, pushed out just right before the sticks.
Fourth down and 1. Saints going to go for it. Fourth down and 1. And they go hard cadence, and the Huskies bite.
For the snap, offsides on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty, or 5-yard penalty, sorry. It results in a first down.
The 5-yard penalty moves the ball to midfield. First and 10 Saints.
So first down via the penalty, moves the ball to the 50-yard line. Toss it back. The champ. Nice run off the right side. This guy, big sophomore. 5'11", $160. He looks a lot bigger than that to me. But
no, he's a good.
No, I don't know. That might have taken those measurements back when he was a freshman or something.
Yeah,
he looks a little bigger than that.
Yeah, had a good summer. Well, you know, these guys, they hit that growth spurt, you know, between sophomore, junior year typically, and sometimes guys hit a little bit earlier.
That was a first down run by a sophomore. And he'll get another tote.
Bishop on the carry of the middle.
And Bishop is getting the yardage going for the Saints.
For the Huskies, number 67.
I mean, he looks like he's hit the weight room very hard. They got a nice facility here, weight room wise, and
second and 1 from the
it's like a future fullback star there.
Just lining them up in the pipeline.
Yep. Get another chunk. Get 10 on the run prior, 9 on the last one. So 31 is doing some damage here in the fourth quarter, and he's going to try to do some more here. It's just a power run.
On the stop, number 35, Charlie Rose.
It is another first down run by Bachamp.
First and 10 Saints from the 26.
Backup crew for the Saints in with the big lead, 49-14. Quarterback is Drew Mortimer. Drew the late pitch to the edge. Good stiff arm. And And a nice run there by
Mortimer's pitch to
Tysick James, who we've seen as a receiver and as a rusher. Nice gain of some 9 yards on that little quick pitch to the edge.
You see the late decision there, but it's a good decision.
17, 2nd and 1.
Allows his running back a lot of open space there.
Lauritsen, the linebacker, a sophomore, able to run him out for Blue Valley Northwest. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Quarterback Mortimer kind of managing the clock, grinding it down before he snaps it. There's been the bell cow of this drive, that is Bachamp.
On the carry for a 1st down.
And he runs for a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line.
Number 19, Dylan.
Curious if they want to punch this in. Do you want to
1st and goal, Saints.
score here, Johnny, and anger some folks on the visiting sideline, or do you just...
I mean, I think, you know, you've got your backups in, get opportunity to try and score. Obviously, you're not in any hurry. You're not going to run a up-tempo offense, but definitely don't expect him to see him take a knee here.
I don't think you can help your advantage here as far as your total points and seeding and all that, as everybody trying to get seeded, so I don't think. And yeah, I thought they would probably use some common sense there and say, well, we're not going to score anymore. We don't need to score anymore, as Mortimer takes a knee, and teams lining up to shake hands as this ball game in the books. Another EKL win for St. Thomas Aquinas. They're 7-0.
Mortimer
And they'll be 6-0 in the league. Saints will drop to 4-3, 3 straight losses, and they're now 2-3 in their EKL play, and hopefully they can get healthy and get through their injuries and finish out the season. 49-14 your final. Saints a winner at home on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. A very impressive home win tonight. Saints led it 35-0 at half. Coach Dreiling wanted his guys to keep going in the second half. They did. They scored 2 touchdowns. They win it 49-14. Art, another 100-yard game, 3 touchdowns. Slaughter, 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown. Saw some backups get some time, but overall the flex bone was operating in full capacity. Now, Blue Valley Northwest was fighting a lot of injuries tonight. They were without their starting quarterback and some of their other big-time players. But the Saints are for real as they remain undefeated on the year.
Yeah, and they came out, played a really good game. You know, you talked about the injuries for Blue Valley Northwest, but, you know, nobody's going to make excuses on that sideline. It's a good teaching moment as we saw a couple of their young guys get some meaningful snaps. Saw the backup QB get in there. Aiden throw a touchdown pass to another sophomore. So a lot of good things to talk about on the Blue Valley Northwest sideline, even though they didn't get the win.
Bethany with the post-game interview.
LZ, a big night here for your team. Last week, a 1-point win in overtime. This week, a dominating one. Were you guys out to prove something?
Oh, yeah. I mean, offensively, we have not been being very consistent. So we worked hard this week, and we focused, and we got it done.
A multi-touchdown game for you, passing and rushing, and then Cal Arndt. How fun is it to share the backfield with a guy like that?
It's awesome. I mean, knowing that he's behind me just gives me a lot of faith, and knowing that no matter what the score is, that we're going to win.
You guys stay unbeaten? Do you feel good finishing out the regular season and going into the postseason?
Yeah, we feel good. We got to look at North like they're any other team and play hard against them too, and then get ready for playoffs.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at LZ in action, Johnny.
Yeah, heck of a night. Thought he, got his number called a lot more tonight in the running game than last week, and took full advantage of it. As you see here, this 46-yard touchdown run, capped off of 15 rushes, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 for 2 through the air with another touchdown through the air. So Big night for LZ Slider, big night for Cal Arndt, big night for St. Thomas Aquinas.
Special thanks to our school ADs, Ken Fox of St. Thomas Aquinas, Michael Richards of Northwest. Thanks to the coaches, Randy Dreiling and Clint Ryder. Producer Joe Novacek. For Johnny Beck, Bethany Bowman, our entire crew, Kevin White saying so long from St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Our final once again, St. Thomas Aquinas rolls to 7-0, 49-14 as we say goodnight from Overland Park.